And welcome everybody to the 2018 Junior World Championships. My name's Tim Baghurst, joined by IRF Hall of Famer and Tournament Director, the legend that is Gary Mazeroff. Gary, great to have you here. What a match this is going to be.
A toss-up. If there's maybe somewhat of an advantage to the home crowd and the Mexicans, lefty-righty, basically it's a toss-up, Tim. Very fortunate to have experienced that 16 singles match earlier, and we anticipate this being everything that was.
Well, let's talk about these two teams. 3 of the 4 are top seeds. In fact, they are the 3 top seeds in the singles, here they are competing in the doubles. Ruiz serving, Miranda his partner for Bolivia. Let's get this action going away. We'll talk about Mexico in a minute. Good start for Bolivia, jam serve. Skip by Fernandez on the right side, his partner Rodriguez on the left. Side out. Teams only get 1 server at the beginning of a game, after which they both get an opportunity to score points. Do share our feed. This is going to be something special, I think. Unbelievable quickness from these 4, 1 serving 1.
We see Michel taking that high Z lob to the right and running around to hit his backhand, taking it off the short hop.
Tough lob serve. Rodriguez skips another one. He's the only one here playing doubles. Came 3rd in the nationals. Wow. Well, we've seen Ruiz on this stream already this week, and we noticed his power. There was a great example. Unbelievable. Should be a replay.
Yes, called by our lead official. Francisco Gomez from Bogota in Colombia. Strong player in his own right.
Straight down the line for Miranda. Yes, Gomez, a national team player for Colombia. Many of our officials have international or professional experience.
On the male as well as the female side.
Wow, fist pump from Miranda for serving 1. They're really getting on with this, the 2 teams.
We talked earlier about the previous duo not using that jam or wraparound serve. Said expected in doubles, and that's what we're getting. Short serve, second serve. Best of 3, first 2 games to 15. If it goes to 3rd, it's 11 points. Another enforced error by Mexico.
Skip from Fernandez. Timeout Mexico, quick timeout. They're down 5-1. Gary, you would on paper put Mexico as the favorites. They're defending champions. They have the home crowd for them. Not what they expected.
No, Bolivia's putting a lot of pressure on them with that serve. So they're trying to respond to the serve with a better return. They need to be more patient, and when they get in, they'll get their points.
Right, keep Bolivia in the backcourt. Bolivia like to attack. They press a lot. They both have great hands and hit the ball very hard, and that's one of the things we've seen in especially these 3 singles players, how hard they hit the ball, and they're still juniors.
Correct. And we saw a lot of precision on the ceiling game last match with the 2 16-year-olds. the U.S. and Canadian players. I'm not convinced that you're going to get many ceiling balls here. They'll wrap more around than hit ceilings.
Well, we are in court number 2 in La Loma, Centro Deportivo in San Luis Potosí. On the right, you can see green AstroTurf floor and blue seating. That does affect players with the glass wall. Smart shot, Fernandez. Just what you said, Gary. Get them deep, make the mistake.
Good timeout.
Miranda with a bullet serve. Great return. Another skip from Rodriguez. Uncharacteristic from these two. Mexico stopped the momentum. Fernandez, some may be familiar with him. What a shot from Ruiz, taking it on his backhand. That's unusual.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. He's more comfortable doing that.
Rodriguez. Big skip from Miranda. Miranda and Sebastian Fernandez were in the singles final last year in the 16s. Here they are, 2 of the top seeds in the 18s this year.
There's a wraparound.
Well, I think you may hear the crowd. This is a full house. Seating up to my right full, and behind us in the stands.
Yeah, the workforce is off. No holiday, work week. They've convened at this venue here, championship court number 2.
This time it's Bolivia who skip it, half out. Second serve coming up. Miranda and Fernandez had one of the best rallies we've ever seen last year. It's on our YouTube channel. Just look for their match from last year's Junior World Championships. Great get, Miranda.
That's smooth. Into the glass. Ends the rally right corner. Fernandez.
Settled down now, have the Mexican pair, 3 serving 6.
It's a good inning for Mexico. They held them scoreless. Should be avoidable hinder. And it was.
Bolivia were penalized for being in the way of Fernandez. Point given. Another skip for Fernandez. Uncharacteristic of him. Both he and his partner were at the US Open this year.
Call is good. Mexico thought the ball skipped.
No line judges. Call stands as is. I like this though. They hear the call. They don't like it, but they just get on with it. There's no drama.
So Tim, thus far the difference in the score is basically the difference in unforced errors. Mexico creating more unforced errors. And Bolivia, great.
Oh, no, he didn't. He really did. Oh my God.
Let's canvas the crowd.
They love it. Half out. Fernandez, unbelievable. Behind his back for the winner. And then Rodriguez straight down the line. Again, no points scored by Bolivia.
Just to get your racket, just to get your racket on that serve is something, and he had the wherewithal to roll the ball out.
But then another skip and a shake of his head by Fernandez. Doubles is a different game to singles.
Certainly is.
Certainly different dynamics. Rodriguez going down the left. He'll get a look off the back wall, but chooses not to. And maybe should have, because Bolivia get the side out. 6, serving 4.
Tim, they're using a lot more ceilings than I had anticipated. Let's see if that changes. Be more aggressive from deep court and rip overheads or wrap it. That's flat right side winner, Fernandez.
Too good from Fernandez. Gary, what's the strategy of Ruiz serving to the left side instead of to the right?
I think they think Rodriguez is the weak link, if there is such a thing in this match. Put more pressure on him.
Not a great serve.
No. With a lefty-righty, oftentimes, Tim, teams will not only jam it or just push the ball down the middle, see if they fight for who responds. That's communication.
Skip by Bolivia. Mexico closing the gap, 5 serving 6. This time it's Ruiz who punishes a poor shot from Rodriguez. Incredible, we're seeing juniors hit world-class shots. Well, if you are enjoying this, please do share our feed with friends and family as we spread racquetball around the world. You're watching the very best of junior racquetball. Well, it hit Ruiz. Is that a situation where he can ask for a screen?
No, that's called predicament. Put himself in the wrong position.
Skip ball by Rodriguez.
So Tim, second inning, Bolivia scored, put together 5 points. They were ahead 6-1. The last few innings they haven't scored. Let's see if things change after this timeout.
It's Bolivia who take their first timeout. Players have 2 timeouts per game, including the tiebreaker, 2 minutes between games. It looks like Bolivia speaking with Felipe Mercado over to our left. We've seen a lot of drama over the last four days. Mexico, the defending team champions, probably expected to repeat, especially on home court. Which countries have impressed you in terms of progress over the last few years?
Costa Rica, Bolivia, of course. They're generating more junior quality players, especially in the younger ages. We saw Jonathan, the 12-year-old, just very, very impressive. Hits the ball like somebody much older than him, and he has all the tools right now at 12. So Bolivia and Costa Rica, of course Mexico, they established that legacy better part of 20 years ago. Fortunately for Team USA and Team Canada, they have a couple ball players coming up in the 14s and 16s we've seen. Ireland has impressed us. The quality of play with their instruction program has elevated as well.
Well, I think there's a discussion going on. Ruiz was asking, I think, if he could change his eyewear, and our official said no, not without a timeout, but that should be an equipment timeout potentially. No.
Well, if the eyewear is deemed unsafe or broken, since it's part of the uniform, yes.
Here we go. 5 serving 6. I think, was a technical awarded? Because I thought it was 6-6.
It had been 6-6. We'll try and get a ruling in a little while.
Skip from Miranda, taking it shoulder height, trying to roll it out. Very aggressive.
So they're back to 6 where they started this inning.
So a technical is a -1 point due to an infraction. There's a variety of reasons how you can get a technical.
We're going to ask our statistician, Dean Shear, to find out what that ruling was. Thank you, Dean.
Crazy rally going on. Ruiz mishits it, but gets another out. What a get, Fernandez. And it's Miranda who skips it. Credit for Fernandez plunging to the floor.
Absolutely.
Keeps it alive. Amazing athletic ability.
Oh, he missed it off that left side wall. It didn't come off the glass. He just whiffed it.
It's rare.
It's raro.
We are here in San Luis Potosi, Mexico for the Junior Worlds. A replay safety holdup is the call. Off the back wall for Rodriguez. Breaks
Broken
the ball.
Broken ball. Revert back to first serve if it were second serve.
So this is, if you're just joining us, boys 18 doubles. Incredible that this is round robin, not the final, and it easily, well, could be, given that 3 of the top 4 seeds in singles are on this court.
Yeah. Both will play in the round of 16 tomorrow, or get a bye into the quarters.
Rodriguez with the power. Mexico take the lead for the first time. Fernandez once again on the floor, saving it, forcing Miranda to take another shot. Oh, that's too good for Ruiz. Right in the middle of the court, puts it down.
Tim, before this tournament, we knew Ruiz's partner, Garçon, Miranda, pounded the ball. But Ruiz Michel hits just as hard, maybe harder.
Yeah, he certainly surprised me yesterday. He's a very slight figure, and was just crunching drive serves, and you can see it here. They've tied it up, Bolivia. Look at the athleticism from Ruiz, just not quite able to pick it up.
Tied at 7, game 1, best of 3.
Miranda. Great serve. Great defense from Rodriguez. He'll get his look. Almost too easy for Fernandez.
Bolivia forges ahead, 1 point deficit.
This time it's Ruiz who makes the unforced error, going for a little too much. Again, both these teams like the pinches, they like the splats. Sometimes down the line, wide angles and doubles is the best option. What a get, Miranda. Oh, that's just classy from Fernandez. Kept his cool, went back to Miranda, trying desperately to get off of the floor.
Unfazed. Oftentimes he looks uninspired. He's just a natural.
He doesn't smile much, but doesn't, you know, get upset either. He's just plays very calm.
Both teams jockeying for position.
What's Fernandez going to do? Shot called good. Difficult to tell unless you're right against that wall. Mexico once again take the lead. We build it as a good match. It's turning out to be just that. Wow, dies in the corner. Rodriguez turns and looks back at the wall.
Great location, great pace, great depth.
Good serve. And again, Miranda pinches it into the floor.
Bolivia's going to the ceiling more often than they'd like, but that's a function of the serves that Team Mexico's given them. Rodriguez half lob, left side. He'll shoot that one.
That's a much better shot. And again, now Miranda has his chance.
Oh my.
Well, you saw it on the camera. Just a little loose from Fernandez, side out. Bolivia to serve.
Comes left again, Tim. He's trying to jam that ball deep, deep left side. Handcuff Rodriguez. So now we'll go back with the lob in the middle.
Look at the speed of these players. Rodriguez gets another one.
Ball.
Did he get it?
Looked like two and called two. He got the look, but they know it was two.
9 serving 10.
Just like the last match, Tim.
Great defense from Ruiz. Rodriguez slams his racket with his hand. He's frustrated. He knows he should have done better. Suddenly, 10-10, first to 5, Gary.
Correct. Both teams have used one of their 2 timeouts. Yeah, he encroached. Encroachment, invasion.
Can you explain that real quick?
The receiving team must wait till the ball bounces to enter the safety zone, which is defined by the broken line, the dotted line, and the short line. Either bounce, you can enter, or the ball crosses the plane. He entered too soon. Consequently, a point for the serving team. And now, Team Bolivia leads by 1, at which time there's a timeout on the floor, 1 minute.
So let me just ask, one of the things that many may be asking is we're looking at arguably 2 of the top 3 teams in the tournament, maybe the top 2, yet they're playing each other in a round robin. And so somebody says, well, look at all these great players. That doesn't make sense.
The seeding is based on the 2 of the previous 3 juniors. Now the juniors are held annually. Juniors are held annually. And how they did in 2 of the best the best 2 of 3 previous, so that determines the seeding. Consequently, Bolivia and Mexico got into the same pool. And how they do in this pool play will determine where they're seated tomorrow. At least one of these 2 teams should receive a bye into the quarters.
Well, just to give you an update, we saw a technical given, and we got clarification that Ruiz was hitting the ball without his eyewear on. They had already been given a warning at the start of the game, hence a technical -1 was awarded. Ruiz, tough off the glass. Timeout worked in favor of Mexico.
Yes. That's the 80-20 rule, Tim. Scientific.
Great serve, Ruiz. Doesn't put it down, gets a better option here. And a third. It's Miranda behind the back, Rodriguez. What a great rally. No one will want to lose this. Miranda. We hold our breath. Oh no. That's not how we wanted it to end, Gary. Big skip from Ruiz, although the Mexicans, they're happy with that.
They're excited about it.
A few grabbing their hearts up in the crowd.
Fantastic rally. 15 to 20 exchanges.
Ruiz looks a little fatigued in the back, holding his racket up. He has 10 seconds. What a get, Miranda, great recovery.
We talked earlier about wrapping the ball around. Nobody cut the ball off, and it cost Bolivia a point.
11-11, no room around us. People all behind us as well.
All ages from 6 to 95.
Unofficial. This time it's Rodriguez who goes shoulder height and tries to do too much. Half out. 11 serving 11. What great drama we have at the Junior World Championships.
Yeah, many of our viewers who are new are probably saying, "You're kidding me, this is juniors?"
Right. We see it year after year.
Piso. Ball into the floor by Ruiz.
Skip from Rodriguez, just going for a little too much, leaning back. You feel the pressure mounting.
Called it short. International play, as soon as the server strikes the ball, both he and his opponent, or she and her opponent, may leave their respective positions in the service zone.
Great serve. Safety hold up replay called. Good decision.
So, Tim, that was second serve. It'll revert back to first serve. Dead ball hindered during the rally.
Not that time, Fernandez gave everything as he went to the floor. He's hit some miracle shots in this first game. That one went to the floor, and it's a point for Bolivia. Oh my goodness. Talk about home court advantage.
All cracks are good. Yeah, smiling, all four of them.
It's good to see, though. There's a lot of pressure in this match, and yet they're still enjoying the moment.
2 bounces. Wasn't called. Very difficult for Gomez to make that call. We can see it from here. That was 2 bounces. If the ref doesn't see it, he shouldn't call it.
And the speed that these hit at, with 4 people in front of you, it's very difficult.
And there's no such thing as I didn't see it replay.
Rodriguez earns the side out. Ruiz going for the splat winner. If you're going to do that against these two, it has to be perfect.
Wonderful serve, Tim.
But again, Fernandez caught in the middle, jammed in his feet, half out.
Reverse winner, left side to right corner.
Gary, 13-13, first to 2. What a match.
We wrote the script, did we not?
Smart shot from Ruiz, catching Fernandez, looking left. He went wide angle to the right, side out. What a serve. Miranda, oh my goodness, he got out of the way. He gets his opportunity.
Dead ball hander replay, Tim.
Again, though, great hands for Fernandez, spinning his body to keep that ball alive. So, this time it's Mexico, I believe, who lose a point, courtesy of a technical. They asked for a timeout when they didn't have any available. Correct call, delay of game.
That's a coaching mistake. Head coach Arturo Martin, he has the most world championships under his belt of anybody in the world. He should know better. So that's a delay of game, minus a point.
So technicals for both teams. Rodriguez. Skip ball, Rodriguez. 14, serving 12, Bolivia. Rodriguez wishes it wasn't short because he flat rolled it. Ruiz grateful for a second serve. Lots of pounding hearts in this stadium. That's a smart shot down the line. Game point number 2, Miranda. Second serve coming up. Ruiz. Fernandez. Oh my goodness, Miranda with the splash. He went for the rollout, it didn't. Kissed the front wall and scooted to the back. Bolivia take the first, 15-12.
As you said, Tim, both teams were assessed a technical. Surprise regarding the second technical from Team Mexico. They should know better. You could call it anything you want. We'll call it failure to understand the moment, and it cost them at the end.
So players have 2 minutes to regroup. We're going to take a little break ourselves, and we're going to be back with you after we recover from that drama of game number 1. Well, welcome back, everybody. Tim Bagger, Gary Mazeroff for an incredibly dramatic first game. I mean, we couldn't have picked this for a better match, and high quality, some errors, some just fundamental mistakes on the rules that players who have been in the juniors for many years should know.
Well, the coaching staff should know, and they should let them know, hey, this can't happen. If you're going to call a timeout, ask us first. And if you're going to go in there and warm up, you make sure you have your eyewear.
Well, we've talked about how 2 minutes can dramatically change a match. And we'll see if Bolivia can maintain the momentum that they had at the end of game number 1. So here we go. That's an amazing shot from Rodriguez. Yeah. Just snap of the wrist for a rollout, first point Mexico. But Ruiz with the wide angle. We've talked about the wide angle being so effective in doubles games.
Especially here, because if the ball's up, it's going to wrap around into that glass on the side wall. 0-1, Bolivia serving, trying to get a top seed tomorrow.
What hands? Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Dead ball hinder, replay.
No, I think it's the second serve hit his partner.
Okay.
So second server, excuse me.
Nice. Reverse pinch winner left side. Ruiz Michel. His partner Gerson trying to get a lead.
Oh no.
Failure to communicate. Not to mention his partner fell down.
Fernandez played at the US Open earlier this year. High school national champion in the US. Miranda. Second server.
Impressive racquetball here at La Loma. Different twist on that serve. Goes with the Z to the left.
Miranda loves his pinches. We saw it last year in the final against Fernandez in the 16s. Fernandez came out on top in 2 close games there. Rodriguez, another good shot.
No lines persons used thus far in this tournament, folks. Teams will have an option tomorrow beginning in the quarters.
These rallies are just amazing. Oh my gosh. Rodriguez. Ruiz. Great defense from Ruiz. And a smart shot to the right side by Miranda.
Bolivia 1-3, game 2. They're 1-0 up in this match.
Wow. Fernandez so quick to get forward and then did something with it that was truly special. Just rolled it as he was moving forward. Very difficult to execute. That'll be a replay. Rodriguez. Miranda diving to the floor, but it was too good for Mexico.
Yeah, Gersant is too deep behind Rodriguez, so he had the entire front part of the court to win the rally, which he did with a kill.
Well, matches have been going on all day today, starting with the round of 32s in some divisions, and then also the 16s. Generally one of the longest days of the tournament for that reason. But also the quarterfinals tomorrow become very, very contested because you're looking at the top 8 in each division.
Correct. And we've been told that tomorrow will be the longest day of this tournament, which will be day 5 of 7. 100 matches scheduled for tomorrow.
Wow.
And
100.
one of the reasons is the drop down from the Sembrada, the single elimination. Actually, it's Olympic format, so you, as Tim indicated earlier, you have the blue and the red and the white. Not much you can do on that.
Well, that's a couple of those from Rodriguez and a little smile from him. That time Ruiz goes left. Rodriguez gets his racket to it. Looks like we have another towel break. Gary, one of the international rules that we have is related to shirts and this kind of issue, which tends to slow down matches a little bit.
Correct. Teams need an allotment of shirts. Notice for the broadcast and in general, teams should have different colors. Each player on a team has to have the exact same uniform, which means the top, the shirt, and the shorts. The shoes can be different, the socks can be different, the eye guards can be different, the rackets can be different. And in this case, Team Bolivia, one player is wearing the gorra, the hat, another is not. Nice.
Wow. Rodriguez was also at the U.S. Open. He lost to his Mexican opponent, Alvaro Beltran, the doubles world champion from earlier this summer. He won along with partner De La Rosa over the United States. That's on our YouTube channel, by the way, as will this match be later. Look at Miranda scrambling to get out of the way. Skip called.
Piso.
Correct call, I think, Gary.
Yes.
Bounced up.
Gomez from Bogota in Colombia is a quality ref.
It's great that we have a lot of national and professional referees in relation to their play, I should say. They have a ton of experience. They
2 bounces.
They're familiar with the sport, the players, the speed. They know what to look for.
That last shot, the winner by Fernandez, he actually turned and looked left, and he flipped a drop shot, underhand drop shot to the right and ended the rally. Fascinating.
Well, you're watching the best of the best in junior racquetball. Gary, I love the juniors, not only from the enthusiasm from all of the kids and the parents and the fans, but also we get to identify and see some of these juniors grow up and become international players at the adult level and professionals. We get to see them first.
Case in point, Tim, Fernandez represented Team USA 10 years ago as an 8-year-old in Los Angeles. We recognized some skills then. He certainly built on that skill set. He was a small, chunky kid. Now he's a taller, leaner kid. Still a kid.
Well, he's muscular too, there's no question.
I think he's got another year in the 18s.
He does.
Well, here's an anecdote. Both games we have a 6-1 lead. In game 1 it was Team Bolivia 6-1 over Mexico, and now it's Mexico 6-1 over Team Bolivia.
Broken ball will be a replay. I had some opportunity to spend time with Fernandez at the U.S. Open. He played in the professional division and lost. I asked him how it went, and his response, I have a lot to learn. Great attitude from a junior.
And I understand he was one of your roommates, is that accurate?
He was.
And he let you stay in his room, did he not?
Sure, Gary. No, and it was a great opportunity. I spent some time with several of these young internationals to just watch their deportment and their professionalism, some of them more than others, and I was highly impressed with Fernandez and how he took it after when he was out of the tournament. He went training, and that was fantastic to see from somebody with clearly a great future ahead of him.
And humility.
Of course, he skips that one just as I set him up to roll it out. And definitely humility, yes. 1-7.
Errant backhand by Rodriguez on the right side.
Exactly, it was his backhand. He's been hitting so many forehands. Sometimes you're just unprepared. Puts it on his forehand, and it's a half out.
Ball down, left side. Side wall, front wall kiss.
Almost Rodriguez covering for his partner Fernandez. Both of them hitting the floor. Again, highlighting how fast these players are, how hard they hit it, how quick their hands.
Very few balls down. Excellent retrieves. Not only do we talked about this, not only do they retrieve it, they do something with it.
Not that time, Miranda. He had his opportunities, didn't put the ball away. Side out, Mexico lead, 7, serving 2. Oh my goodness. Well, it's nice to see both players okay. That could have been really bad. Just a reminder, there's coming up next year will be the Pan Am Championships. Location to be confirmed, but we'll be back here tentatively in 2020 for the World Championships. And why not, Gary? It's an amazing venue.
Top tier and venues in the world, Tim.
So here we go.
So that was a replay awarded.
Miranda just confirming that call. Fernandez, lob serve down the right side, hard to pick up off the glass, and you can see exactly that. Point for Mexico, pulling away in this second game, looking for a tiebreaker. Oh, Ruiz will want that one back. I suspect Fernandez will stick with his serve for a little while.
Let's hope so, if you're Team Mexico. So Bolivia closed the gap by 2, and now Mexico not only got the 2 back, but here's the 3rd point.
Replay, that was a court hinder.
Okay.
It hit the light. Fernandez behind his back to the ceiling. Rodriguez, fist pump, another point.
That's tremendous athleticism, racket control. That ball was hit hard. It angled into the sidewall, landed at his feet. He adjusted and snapped a forehand winner.
Well, we mentioned the Pan Am Championships, but also next year will be the Pan Am Games, which is a multi-sport event. So to just clarify for those of you not familiar, the Pan Am Championships are run by the Pan American Racquetball Confederation, which is an IRF, it's still an IRF event, and that is used every year to qualify players and teams for the Pan Am Games.
Pan Am Games is the 3rd largest sports festival in the world, behind the Olympics and the Asian Games. Held every 4 years. This year it'll be in Lima, Peru. It's a multiple sports festival, and racquetball is in as one of about 30 disciplines.
Well, you and I had the opportunity to go there in 2015 to Toronto. You as a tournament director, mine with the World Anti-Doping Agency. Unbelievable to describe what kind of sporting event the Pan Am Games is.
Thousands and thousands of athletes for a better part of a month, actually a month and a half, because they have not only the able-bodied athletes, but they have the what are they called? Para-Pan Ams. Thank you. The Para-Pan Ams. And so about 6 weeks. And the planners of that event are actually hired a couple years beforehand, so they get about a 3-year contract to put that event together.
That's in Lima, Peru next summer. Of course, the IRF looking forward to being there. Rodriguez says, thanks. That was a good serve. I'll take the point. Pulling away, 11-3 now. 4 points away from a tiebreaker. But Miranda, backhand, straight down the line. Side out.
We saw Team Bolivia in game 1 in the 2nd inning put a a set of 5 together, so they're certainly not out of this game. They find themselves with an 8-point deficit. Mexico still has to score 4 more points plus earn the serve back to win this game.
And it starts with a skip from Fernandez, went for too much.
Different twist on that serve. He pushed a, there's another one.
Looked like Fernandez took some pace off that as a safety hold up.
That's strong. Left side, pinch, rollout.
Yeah, you can't do it any better. Or that time, backhand reverse pinch winner. Sebastian Fernandez says, let's go to a tiebreaker. Let's earn some points. Oh, switches it up. But again, Fernandez wins the last 3 rallies. Mexico seemed to have settled down, making a lot fewer unforced errors than game 1. But what a shot from Bolivia. High quality racquetball you're watching. Hope you're enjoying it and sharing our feed. What a get, Miranda, plunging to the floor.
Oh, you talked about that a couple minutes ago. Rodriguez came over to cover and floored that backhand, opening up an opportunity for Bolivia.
Ruiz now switching to a lob serve. Straight down the middle for Miranda. Doesn't put it down. Look at the fast hands from Fernandez. How powerful he is with just a flick. Bolivia struggling to score points in this second game. They're having opportunities to serve.
So the deficit remains 8. Mexico trying to close it out.
Ruiz earns the half out. But again, they're trying to stop the momentum of the Mexican pair.
If nothing more, Tim, they have to find a serve with which they're comfortable if it goes into the tiebreak.
Rodriguez, a reverse pinch. Forehand, crosses body to the right side, rolls it out.
That'll work.
So we talked about this. Bolivia have had opportunities to score points. They've served a lot. They just, as you said, haven't found a serve that's working. Ruiz going back to the drive serve. So it hit his partner. His partner was in that small rectangle, hadn't moved out of it. So it will be a second serve. Had he moved out of it, it would have been a loss of rally. Rodriguez, again, that forehand pinch.
Emulated the nonchalance of his partner there and just said, no problem.
These are special players, Gary.
They are.
I time it poorly, don't I?
Yeah, they're still special. He just happened to skip that one.
Thanks for the support. Well, we do enjoy providing you with this coverage. Hope you appreciate it wherever you're watching. It's a lot of fun being here. And if you ever get the chance to come and watch an event like this, you should. Miranda keeps it alive. And again, Fernandez. Wow. Wow. Side out, 13-5. Crisp. Perfect shot from Ruiz. Half out. Fernandez tried to serve it down the wall. It was a little loose and he got punished. You kind of wonder, Gary, in that situation, Ruiz just surprised that Sebastian Fernandez got the ball back.
Correct.
So game point number 1 for Mexico. They won a tiebreaker. And they're going to get one. Wow. Oh my gosh, such shooting from these 4 players.
So going back to our initial orientation for the match, who was favored? It's a toss-up. Maybe Team Mexico. Slight favorite because of the home court advantage, lefty-righty perhaps. And based on that game, I think they're slight favorites for the tiebreak.
Well, they certainly took the momentum in game 2. Bolivia needs to come up with something. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with you for the tiebreaker. Hope you stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. Tim Baghurst, joined by IRF Hall of Famer and Tournament Director Gary Mazeroff, and a referee this week as well. Many hats, Gary.
Yes.
Appreciate all you do and have done over the decades for racquetball. We're here watching the best of the best in junior racquetball compete in the round robin stage. Crazy that these 2 teams are in the round robins, still facing each other for a top seed. But here we go, it's a tiebreaker. First to 11, win by 1.
Piso, skip ball, side out. For those of you newer to the game, in each game, the serving team first has 1/2 inning. Only the first server serves.
Miranda jumped too early, but stayed in it. What hands. Rodriguez. Ruiz. Oh, that's a beautiful shot into the left corner. First point for Bolivia.
So Tim, close game in game 1. Mexico certainly had an answer in game 2, and Bolivia is trying to answer in game 3. Coming back to right side to left side, drive serves.
Wow. Ruiz, forehand, splat above the shoulder. Rodriguez able to get it back, but not good enough. It was put down for another point for Bolivia.
Talked about the pace with which Ruiz is able to punish that ball.
Miranda. Oh my goodness. Oh! No, he didn't. Wow. Ruiz hit it right above Sebastian Fernandez. Had he held up, I'm sure he would have had the avoidable hinder, but what a rally and what a way to finish it.
No holds barred here.
Well, 4 quick points for Mexico. Excuse me, Bolivia. Mexico might want to think about a timeout. It's still first server.
Regroup.
Loose from Ruiz. Fernandez. And again. One more time. Still not able to put it down. They break the ball.
Broken ball.
More broken balls in this match than I've seen all week. Not surprising considering the power of these 4 players.
Thank you to Gearbox, our official ball. Thank you to eForce, our official racket.
And of course, if you're interested in sponsoring the IRF, just reach out to us. You can also make a donation on our website to help us provide this commentary, referees, and so on that make a tournament like this so great.
Oh my, wide angle, kissed off that right side wall, winner. Hand out, half out.
This is the start Bolivia wanted. They're up 4-0. Miranda just missed it off the back glass. So, Bolivia take 4 in their 2 turns. Let's see what Mexico do. Fernandez consistently sticking with this lob down the right side. Miranda on the floor, but back on his feet now. He'll shoot it. Look at the skill of Fernandez to take the pace off the ball and not go for too much.
Right side pinch winner.
Not that time, Fernandez. Too good. Ruiz with the reverse pinch this time.
See if Rodriguez comes back with that reverse Z to the left.
Awkward from Rodriguez. He did well. Miranda to the ceiling, but that's coming off the back wall. Rodriguez straight down the line for the winner.
We've cut the lead in half, Tim. 2-4. First to 11.
Good serve. Again, an opportunity. And again, a point for Mexico.
Same serve.
Seems to have found what works. But Miranda up by his shoulders. So much power.
Uncanny.
Ruiz. 4 serving 3.
Goes back to that right side to left side drive.
Rodriguez. Oh no. Groans from around us. The majority here in San Luis Potosí wanted to see a different outcome.
So many dynamics, and we've seen a few unforced errors from Rodriguez on the right side with his backhand.
Oh my goodness. What a great get from Miranda. Saves his partner. Oh! Well, Miranda punched the air thinking that it was a point, but it was textbook from Sebastian Fernandez. Wow. Shot-making ability of the right-sided Mexican.
Fantastic.
Great serve, Ruiz. Gets another look, this time Miranda. Well,
he's saying that he had contact.
Mexico will look for a replay. They don't get it. And again, this is what I love about these players. They didn't get the call they want. A shake of their head, they move on next point.
Exactly. We have professional players, we have professional officials.
And professional officials who are professional players. And that really helps. Thank you to all them who have come to make this event happen. Miranda. Dies in the back. Another point for Bolivia. It's 7-3. Not surprising, Gary. Mexico will take their first time out.
And as you said, they're entitled to 2 in this short game as well. A couple years ago, the IRF rules changed, different from US. 2 timeouts per game, whether it's first, second, or third. 2 minutes between games, whether it's first to second or second to third. 2 serves in all categories, and 3 appeals when there are alliance persons, available appeals. This is the 30th edition of the IRF World Junior Championships, which started as the Orange Bowl Festival of Sports in Miami. There are 10 cities that have held this event: San Luis Potosí and Ciudad Juárez in Mexico, Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, Sucre and Cochabamba in Bolivia, and 5 cities in the U.S., Los Angeles, Fountain Valley, Tempe, Arizona, Orlando, and Miami.
The encyclopedia of racquetball that is Gary Mazeroff. Also the tournament director of the Senior World Championships, which are held at the end of August in Albuquerque. If you're over the age of 35, join us. It's a lot of fun. Here we go. Ruiz puts it down for another point. 8 serving 3. What a turnaround from this second game.
Indeed. The timeout didn't do anything as far as the score, Tim, which is unusual, as we've notated. 8-3, 3 points from earning a top seed in tomorrow's quarterfinal.
Well, too good from Rodriguez. Side out. Last time Mexico were serving, they earned 3 points. They need 8 to take this match.
Fernandez going with a different serve here. Safety hold up. He held up, it was obvious to us.
But he gave a point to Mexico. I think this is where you said you can appeal to your opponents.
Correct.
And your opponents can overturn the official, and I think this is what they should do.
So according to the opinion of the head ref, Gomez, it was irretrievable. And from our perspective, Gerson held up. So we've blinked our eyes and they've cut the lead by 2. Now it's a deficit of 3. should be avoidable hinder.
Replay will be the decision of our official.
Unfortunate call on behalf of Bolivia.
Well, again, this is where they need the mental toughness to let things go and regroup. They're still in the lead.
That should be avoidable. Half out.
That time they get it. Now Rodriguez's turn to say why, but
it's a bloqueo. It's a block. It doesn't matter where he got hit. He blocked him.
So an avoidable hinder for those not familiar. The player, or in this case Rodriguez, in the way of the shot by Miranda.
And that's one of the liabilities of serving to your partner's side.
Ruiz, what a get. But Fernandez with power down the left side. It's 6, serving 8, 6-8.
Both teams feeling the pressure now, Tim.
Well, if we go back, timeout Bolivia, if we go back to the non-replay hinder called, I think that was a situation where Miranda felt like, I've got to take this shot because last time I didn't, I lost the point by holding up.
That's correct.
Well, we're here at the 2018 Junior World Championships in La Loma Centro Deportivo in San Luis Potosí, Mexico. This is the first day of elimination. We had 3 days of round robin matches, and so we've seen a lot more cheers and tears today, Gary.
Yes, and we recognize the Bolivian coaching staff who came over recently. Felipe Mercado and Juan Carlos Tapia are the 2 head coaches for Team Bolivia. We mentioned earlier that Team Mexico has Arturo Martin as their head coach. More pressure now. Bolivia had what they perhaps felt was a safe lead, but there's no real safe lead. So we're about to get back and see if Mexico can cut the lead even more.
Second server, it's 6 serving 8. Bolivia need 1 rally ending point to get into the box.
And there it is.
Good timeout from Bolivia. Now let's see if Bolivia can close it out. They're 3 points away from this match. Ruiz went back to the drive serve in this tiebreaker, forcing Rodriguez to the ceiling quite a lot. Down the middle, no, just to the left. There's Rodriguez to the ceiling. Oh my goodness, that's special.
Fist pump from Ruiz Michel.
Requires a lot of confidence to do that in a tiebreaker. 9, serving 6.
He goes back to the left side on the lob, and he does. And he's putting him more in the middle, which may be more uncomfortable for him. He'd rather be along that wall.
Miranda, third opportunity. Great hands from Fernandez. Oh my goodness, Ruiz again, forehand pinch winner. Here we go. The Mexican fans around us hoping for a half out, but it's match point Bolivia.
No timeout for Mexico.
Miranda gets another look. Wow, great get, Rodriguez. What's the call? Point given, and Bolivia win it. You can't appeal this. Of course, the Mexican fans not happy. And it's always a contentious call to finish a match like this on match point, Gary.
He stuck to his guns, he called it, and that's the way it goes. So both of these teams will be back. Bolivia will be top seed for tomorrow. and we'll see who advances. Chances are they will play again.
Well, Mexico appealed to the opponents to ask for a replay, and so maybe that will be a little motivation if they find each other in a final later this week.
Bottom line, Bolivia outplayed Mexico. Mexico answered after the first game, which was real tight, but Bolivia 11-6, tiebreak win. All wins are great, but this was great with a capital G, and they certainly earned that, Tim. What a great match to watch.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this match wherever you're watching, and thank you all for watching. Of course, on behalf of myself, Tim Backhurst, and Gary Mazeroff, we're going to be back tomorrow with more coverage as we start the quarterfinals. What a day it's been.
Thanks for the invite, Tim.